I, Advitya,
I read it.
welcome you all on this auspicious day to witness the storytelling competition of Standard 2 and 3.
As we know, prayer is putting oneself in hands of God. A day without prayer is a day without blessing, and a life without prayer is a life without power.
I would like to call upon our respected teachers to pray for each one of us.
When upon life billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord had done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God had done. Count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord had done. Are you ever burdened with the load of care? Does the cross seem heavy you are called to bear? Count your many blessings, every doubt will fly, and you will keep singing as the days go by. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God had done. Count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord had done. When you look at others with their lands and gold, think that Christ has promised you his wealth untold. Count your many blessings, wealth can never buy your reward in heaven or your home on high. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord hath done. So amid the conflict, whether great or small, do not be disheartened, God is over all. Count your many blessings, angels will attend. Help and comfort give you to your journey's end. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God had done. Count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord had done.
Thank you, teachers. We all feel blessed indeed.
The person who builds our character, inspires our dreams, encourages our creativity, builds confidence in us, instills a lot of learning, touches our hearts, and changes our lives forever. He is none other than our respected Father Principal.
To proceed the event, I would like to invite our respected principal, Reverend Father Roshner Khalko SJ, to come up on the stage and encourage us with his motivating words.
Dear junior section teachers, my students, parents and viewers. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm really happy to see you all once again. Today we have a storytelling competition for the junior section. A simple question you can ask. What is the purpose of such a competition? What is the purpose and value of storytelling? Storytelling connects us, helps us make sense of the world, and communicates our values and beliefs. A good story makes us think and feel and speaks to us in ways that numbers, data, and presentation slides simply cannot. Stories teach us about life, about ourselves, and about others. Storytelling is a unique way for students to develop an understanding, respect, and appreciation for other cultures, and can promote a positive attitude to people from different lands, races, and religions. Great things are spoken. Really, storytelling does amazing works. But the question is, are these tiny thoughts going to think and make us feel amazed? Do you think so? I'm doubtful. But why should I doubt? Who knows, these budding storytellers may create sensation on us. Why should I judge them with their age and size? Why should I judge them before I listen to them? Let's wait and see. Our purpose of arranging storytelling competition for these small ones is not a complicated one. We just want our small learners to encourage, to learn to speak fluently, to think creatively, to express with gestures, and to convey their message meaningfully. For us, competition does not mean setting yourselves above another person, but it means finding ways to top your personal best, to extend a boundary and beat a high score or earn a new badges. Every learner starts at a different place, and it may take a time for them to gain enough mastery over the storytelling to reach the level of more advanced learners. But it has to begin somewhere. Learners have to find their progress by doing. This is what we are doing here. So it is not necessary that in the process of doing and learning, always one will have success. Our problem is that we and our learners only see who won. We don't get to see how much we have learned and progressed. As a result, we feel like all our hard work is being ignored. It is a negative way of thinking. Learners will have different strengths. Without delay, let us listen to them, let us see them with our eyes and encourage, admire and appreciate them. All the best to my dear students who are going to tell us stories. Thanks to the teachers, parents who prepared them for this day. May God bless one and all.
Thank you, Father, for your valuable and encouraging words.
Stories create community that enable us to see through the eyes of other people and openness to the claims of others. Storytelling is an art.
It's a great honor to welcome our judges for today's storytelling competition.
Put your hands together to welcome our first jury member, Reverend Father Manoj S.J.
Next we have Sister Reshmi.
Last but not the least, we also have Afroz Ma'am.
Thank you, judges. Now I request our honorable judges to take their seats.
Storytelling is a powerful way to put ideas into words.
With this, I would like to call upon our first participant, Noreen Sabha from Standard 2, with her story, The Gift.
Good afternoon, everybody. The title of my story is The Gift. A young man was getting ready to graduate from the university. For a long time, he had admired a beautiful sports car in a showroom, and knowing that his father could well afford it, he told his father that was all he wanted. Finally, on the morning of his graduation, his father called him into his room. His father told him how proud he was to have such a fine son and how much he loved him. His father gave him a beautiful gift box. Curious but some disappointed, the young man opened the box and found a holy book. Angrily, he raised his voice at his father and said, "With all your money, you give me a holy book," and stormed out of the house, leaving the holy book. Many years passed and the young man became successful. But one day he realized that his father was very old and thought perhaps he should go to him, as he had not spoken since that graduation day. Before he could make any arrangements, suddenly he received a telegram telling him that his father was passed away and willed all of his possessions to his son. He came to home. Sudden sadness and regret filled his heart. He started sorting his father's paper and saw the still new holy book, just as he had left years ago, with tears in his eyes. He opened the holy book and began to turn pages. A car key with tag he found behind the holy book. It was the date of his graduation and the words paid in full. He took years to realize his mistake. The moral of the story is sometimes we might not understand the way our parents love and bless us. However, parents' love is the most genuine and truest form of love. We should always appreciate and respect their efforts. Thank you.
That was indeed very interesting.
Now it's time to hand over the stage to our second participant, Naksh Jain, whose story is The Magic Pot.
Good afternoon, everyone. The title of my story is The Magic Vessels. Tenali Raman lived in a small village of Tamil Nadu with his wife and 2 daughters. One day, they decided to get their elder daughter married. A week before the wedding, they realized that they did not have large cooking vessels. So they decided to ask help from the neighbors. Everyone liked Tenali, so they all helped. The wedding went well. While returning their vessels, he decided to give them a small pot each as a return gift to show his gratitude by saying that they both had babies. After 1 year, Tenali decided to get his second daughter married and again realized that they did not have large cooking vessels. Thinking Tenali to be a fool, the greedy villagers lent him silver pots, expecting to get a silver pot in return. Tenali understood this and thought of teaching them all a lesson, and he did not return the silver pots. The villagers complained to the king. Tenali was called by the king, and when asked about the pots, he replied that the pots had died of some strange disease. The angry villagers asked Tenali as to how could pots die. He replied that everyone believed it last year that their pots had given birth to small pots. So it should be believed that the pots died too. The wise king understood the matter, that the villagers were trying to get extra silver pots from Tenali. Thus Tenali taught them a lesson. The moral of the story is that we should not be greedy and not take advantage of others. Thank you.
That was really interesting.
Please welcome our next participant on the stage, Jinisha Jain's story, Hard Work Always Pays Off.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am here with my story. Hard work always pays off. This is a story about Katie. Katie was a sweet girl, but she had a bad habit to lie when she did not want to do something. One day, her teacher announced that there is a sports competition. Kate was so excited, she raised her hand and said, "Ma'am, please pick me. I love sports." Ma'am wrote her name for the competition. Early morning, while going to school, Katie thought, "What if I lose? Oh, I can just lie to Ma'am. Ma'am, I've hurt my leg so I can't play." "Okay, Katie, you can sit there and watch the other children play." "Thank you, Ma'am." Now there was an art competition. Kate was so excited, but she was scared to lose, so she repeated her excuse. The teacher understood that Katie was lying. Then there was a dance competition. Kate was so excited, she raised her hand and said, "Ma'am, please pick me. I love to dance." "No, Katie, you always lie and make an excuse." "Sorry, Ma'am. Please give me one last chance." "Okay, I will give you one last chance." This time, Kitty worked hard for the competition. She got up early and practiced again and again. On the big day, she wore her favorite dance dress and danced like a free bird. And guess what? She won the first prize and promised to herself, from now on, I will always work hard and will never give up. The moral of my story is you should be truthful and work hard to be successful. Thank you.
A big round of applause for Janisha. We, as a species, addicted to stories. Even when the body goes to sleep, the mind stays up all night telling itself stories. With this, I would like to call upon our next participant on the stage, Avni Jalan, with her story, The Proud Rose.
Good afternoon, everyone. My story is The Proud Rose. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful rose plant in a garden. One rose flower on the plant was proud of its beauty. However, it was disappointed that it was growing next to an ugly cactus. Every day the rose would insult the cactus and say, "This plant is useless. How sorry I am to be his neighbor." But the cactus stayed quiet. All the other plants in the garden tried to stop the rose from bullying the cactus. But the rose was too sweet by its own beauty to listen to anyone. One summer, a well in the garden dried up, and there was no water for the plants. The rose slowly began to wilt. The rose saw a sparrow dip its beak into the cactus for some water. The rose then felt ashamed for having made fun of the cactus all this time. But because it was in need of water, it went to ask the cactus if it could have some water. The kind cactus agreed, and they both got through summer as friends. The rose then felt bad and said, "I am sorry for judging you by the way you look." The cactus smiled and said, "Almighty God has created everyone with a purpose. You admit your mistake, and that is your victory. I hope you will never repeat it with anyone." Moral of the story is, never judge someone by the way they look. Thank you.
You have taken away our hearts. Please welcome our next participant on the stage, Gungun Singh, with story The Ugly Tree.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I am going to tell a beautiful story. The title of my story is The Ugly Tree, written by Matt Berry. Once upon a time, in a large forest, there grew many different trees, such as mango, teak, oak, banyan, neem, etc. Among them, there was one tree which had crooked and trunk. It looked very ugly compared to other trees. The other trees used to tease him. "You are an ugly tree. Oh no, you are such an ugly tree. The poor tree was so sad and always thought, oh God, why did you make me so ugly? Why I'm not beautiful like the other trees? One day, Outcutter came to the forest and he saw the ugly crooked tree. This crooked tree is no use to me. I cut down the other straight tree. On seeing this, the crooked tree said, Thank God, my ugliness saved my life. We should never blame God for our troubles. God has a reason for everything. Moral of the story is never blame God. There is always a reason behind his deeds. Thank you.
A big round of applause for Gungun. You have rocked the stage. The enthusiasm that our audience and participants are showing clearly indicates that inside each one of us is a natural born storyteller waiting to be released. Now I would like to call upon the last participant from Standard 2, Nadilin Ekka, with the story A Lion and a Mouse.
Good afternoon, teacher and my dear friends. Today I am going to tell one story. My story's title is A Lion and a Mouse. Once upon a time, there lived a lion and a mouse in the jungle. One day, the lion was sleeping. The mouse started playing on it. The lion woke up. He caught up the mouse and was going to kill. The mouse requested for forgiveness. The lion let him go. After some days, the lion caught in the net. The mouse cut the net with his teeth. The lion was free. He thanked the mouse. They become friends. Moral: do good, have good. Thank you.
That was wonderful. Now I would like to. One thing is sure that it will be very difficult for jury members to decide about the winner of the storytelling competition, as all of them have given their best.
Sometimes reality is too complex. Stories give it form. Without delay, let's begin with the first contestant from Standard 3, Anvi Sharma, with her story, The Cheerful Grandma.
Good afternoon to you all. The title of my story is The Cheerful Grandma. The Cheerful Grandma. Once upon a time, among all the old women, there was an old woman who was very cheerful, although she had very little things to make her happy. But she knew that life is a journey that make either with a smile or frown on her face. She decided to smile and live. She helped her neighbors and earned her living. You might be thinking, what's interesting in this story? Now I will tell you. The winter were coming. Grandma thought, oh, I should collect some buds from the forest. When she was on the way, she saw a beautiful pot. She waited, but no one came. So she decided to take it to home and plant some plants in it. And when she opened it, she saw gold in it. She was very, very, very happy. But the problem was that it was very heavy. But Grandma made a go-kart and lifted it up. When she was bringing it, it turned into silver and then iron. And when she reached at home, it turned into stone. And at last, it turned into a cotton ball with 4 legs and an ugly face. Grandma said, oh, what a cute pet. I always wanted to have a pet. Then the demon said, oh, I gave you the grain of gold, silver, and every time you are happy. And now I'm showing you my this ugly face and you are saying I am cute. Then the grandma said, yes, you are cute. Then the demon said, oh, I'm destroying. It turned into butterfly and flew away. When grandma entered her house, she saw the pot full of gold, silver and everything she wanted. She kept the gold near her neighbor's gate. The greed didn't touch grandma and she lived a happy life. So the moral of this story is, in every situation we should be happy and not be greedy like grandma. Thank you.
Thank you, Anvi, for such an inspiring story.
Those who tell the stories rule the world. Next, I would like to call upon our second participant, Ahmik Umang Beg, with his story, The Proud Rose.
Good afternoon, everybody. The title of my story is The Proud Rose. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful rose plant in the garden. One rose flower on the plant was proud of its beauty. However, it was disappointed that it was growing next to an ugly cactus. Every day, the rose would insult the cactus about its look, but the cactus stays quiet. All the other plants in the garden tried to stop the rose from bullying the cactus, but the rose was too swept by its own beauty to listen to anyone. One summer, a well in the garden dried up and there was no water for the plants. The rose slowly began to wilt. The rose saw a sparrow dip its beak into the cactus for some water. The rose then felt ashamed for having made fun of the cactus all this time. They looked, thank you.
Thank you, Amik. It was really a fantastic story.
Let's welcome the next contestant on the stage, Asad Naeem, with his story, Ramu and the Mangoes.
Good morning, Ramu and the Mangoes. This is the story of a rich man who used to live in small town. One day he brought 2 big juicy mangoes and gave it to his servant Ramu to cut it into slices and make 2 cups of coffees. After cutting, Ramu put 1 piece in his mouth to taste it. It tasted very nice. He put 1 more piece and in a few minutes the plate was empty. Soon his master called him and ordered him to bring the coffee and the mangoes as his friend retreated shortly. Poor Ramu thought that his master would throw him out of job. Just then he came with an idea. He went to his master with a large and blunt knife. Master, master, the knife is blunt and I can't cut the mangoes with it. While master was busy sharpening the knife, he saw master friend coming. Ram went to his master friend and asked, "Did you had a fight with my master? Because my master is very angry and is waiting for your sharp knife to cut off your ears." His friend did not believe the servant and peeped inside the window. He turned back and ran as fast as he could. Then Ramu ran to his master crying, "Master, master, your friend has taken both the mangoes and running away." The master saw his friend running. He ran after him with a big knife in his hand, but could not catch and come back home. Since then, the master and his friend never met again. So the moral is, don't be a blindfolded person. Thank you.
That was really mind-blowing story.
Please give a big round of applause for the next contestant, Rishika Srivastav, who is coming up with a story. Don't give up.
Good afternoon, everybody. My story name is Don't Give Up. A long time ago, there lived a boy named Ronnie in a village. He was very happy with his family, but his happiness could not last for long. Ronnie and his fellow villagers faced a silver drought. They desperately waited for rains, but with no luck. All the crops, land and even trees dried up. The cattle started dying. Hair there was no rain. The steam was drying up slowly. One night during a meal with the villagers, Ronnie said, "Friends, we all have heard tales from our grandparents about an underground river flowing through our village. Why don't we dig and see?" The villagers agreed and started digging. They dug for some days but gave up soon. However, Ronnie kept on digging and digging. When people told him to give up, he said, "God is helping and guiding my way." One day, when he had dug deep enough, Ronnie saw water. His attitude of not giving up saved the whole village. Never give up so easily. Ronnie advised all the villagers, now there will be never short of water. And whenever any problem arises, all the villagers came up together and find a solution. The moral of my story is we should never give up and try again and again until we get success. Thank you.
Thank you, Rishika, for this lovely story.
Now it's time to hand over the stage to the next participant, Anaya Zakaria, whose story is The Two Friends and the Bill.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I am going to tell the story of the two friends and the bear. Once, two friends were walking through a forest on the way to their village. As they entered the deeper part of the forest, they were gripped with fear. They knew that anything dangerous can happen to them at any time in the forest. So they promised each other that they would remain united in any case of danger. All of a sudden, they saw a bear standing in front of them. They both got scared. One of the friends quickly climbed up the nearby tree, but the other friend did not know how to climb. So, being led by his common sense, the other friend lied down the ground and held his breath. Then the bear came near the man lying on the ground and sniffed his body, thinking him to be dead. The bear went away. When the bear was out of sight, then the friend sitting on the tree came down the tree and asked him eagerly, "What was the bear whispering in your ears?" His friend replied, "The bear told me not to trust a friend who leaves you alone when in danger." The moral of the story is never trust a friend who leaves you in times of danger. Thank you.
That was really very interesting.
Let's welcome the sixth contestant from Standard 3, Pihu Raj, who is coming up with the story Four Bulls and a Lion.
Good afternoon. My story title is Four Bulls and a Lion. Once upon a time, there were four bulls. They lived in a forest and they were very close friends. They were strong and sturdy. They were united. They grazed together. In the same forest, there lived a lion. This lion used to watch them from a distance. The lion is very much wished to make a feast of the bulls. The lion did not dare to go near the bulls because they always lived together in a group, so they were very powerful. The lion was very clever, so that he thought of a plan to reduce the friends of them so that they get weak and the lion can easily hunt them. One day the lion went to a bull and said, "You are a very beautiful and strong bull. The other bull are jealous of you. They eat fresh and green grass and leave bad grass for you. You should leave the other bull and eat fresh and green grass." The foolish bull thought that the lion was speaking the truth, so that the very next day he went far away to eat fresh and green grass. He was alone there. The lion attacked on him and killed him. After few days, the lion ate the bull. Then the lion went to the another bull and said the same thing. The another bull also went alone. And the lion killed the another bull also, and in this way the lion killed all the bulls one by one. So my story moral is, never doubt your friend by listening to other, because united we stand, divided we fall. Thank you.
Thank you, Pihu, for this wonderful story.
Now I would like to invite Afroz ma'am to come up on the stage and share her valuable observation.
So after the children, I am the center of attention. A very good afternoon to respected Father Principal, Father Roshna, Father Manoj, Sister Sunita, teachers, and of course, the dear students present here. Thank you. This is not the end of my speech. Thank you for inviting me to be part of this wonderful story telling session. This wonderful experience of witnessing budding, creative students of our school. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be able to express myself on this occasion. The past 1 hour has been a very important hour of my life because it has given me the chance to relive my childhood. I remember the stories I used to read in the comic strips, all of them brought to life over here on the stage in this 1 hour. It's wonderful to relive one's childhood and a rare opportunity. That's why I thank all of you for inviting me for this program. It is also wonderful to see these confident, young and smart boys and girls come up to present their stories in such a wonderful manner. And what creative ways of emoting and expressing. One individual bringing the entire story to life in front of your eyes. That's what I experience, and I'm sure all of you sitting here would agree with that. So, dear students, all of you, each one of you have performed wonderfully well. And all of you are winners. Shocking, this is not the verdict of the competition, but yes, you are winners in the sense that you defeated your fear. You defeated your shyness. You defeated your reservation. You defeated your self-doubt to be able to come here and secure your position rightfully on this stage. In that sense, you are winners already. But that is not the end of it. The learning does not end here. Every little thing that you do, every little event that you participate in, it can teach you a lot. How well did I do this? What can I do to improve the next time? What could have been done better? The moment, the day you start answering these questions to yourself, you open the doors of future success for yourself. So question, do not become complacent. So keep trying, keep participating, keep learning, keep reading. Because reading is that one way of releasing yourself in the world of imagination that can give free rein to your own creativity. So read, do well, and best of luck for your future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your guidance. She is loving, caring, supportive, understanding, dedicated, compassionate, peacemaker, listener, and overall one who loves us. Please welcome our respected Vice Principal, Sister Sunita, to motivate us with her inspiring words.
Respected principal, honorable judges, teachers, parents, and my dear students. Good afternoon to all. The much awaited and the most excited moments have come. I know that all of you are eagerly waiting for the result. Before we begin the prize distribution ceremony, I would like to thank and congratulate the coordinators of this competition, Sister Gismaria, Mrs. Nirmala, Mrs. Rashmi, and Miss Homa. You arranged everything very meticulously, and it was a great success. Thank you, dear teachers. A special thanks to our respected principal, Father Roshner, for guiding and encouraging us always. A word of thanks to all our honorable judges for sparing your valuable time and fulfilling your duty with much dedication. Dear students, success is good, but failure is better. You must not let success get your head, but also must not let failure consume your heart. Failure doesn't mean your idea wasn't valid or your performance wasn't good enough. Failure is an opportunity. It's a chance to re-evaluate and come back stronger with better performance. The most important thing is that you took the challenge and dared to participate in the competition. You had the selection round in the classroom, and then the selected students were called to the school for the semi-final, and today we had the final round. Hence, congratulations to all the participants. So let us give a big round of applause to all the participants, also to the anchors of today. Special congratulations to all the winners who secured first, second and third position. All of you performed astoundingly well today. Thank you, dear students. Now, I request our respected principal, Father Roshner, to come upon the stage to honor the winners. I request Nirmala ma'am to assist Father in giving away the prizes. Let me begin with class 2. First prize goes to Avani Jalan 2B. Second prize goes to Naksh Jain of 2D. Third prize goes to Gungun Singh 2A. There are participation certificates for others. Naurin Sabha 2A. Jinisha Jain 2C. Third prize, Nadilineka 2A. Now the result of class 3. First prize goes to Anvi Sharma of 3B. Second prize goes to Anaya Sakriya of 3A. There are 3 students for third prize. Ahmed Umang Beg 3C, Asad Naim 3D, Pihu Raj 3D. Pihu Raj 3D. And participation certificate for Rishika Srivastava 3A. Thank you, dear Father. Once again, congratulations and thank you, dear loving students, and all the best for the upcoming competitions and your midterm exam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sister. Now, I would like to call Sister G for vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. Respected Principal, Father Roshna Halko SJ, our Vice Principal, Sister Sunita FCC, Honorable Judges, Teachers, Parents and my dear students. Gratitude is a powerful catalyst for happiness. It is a spark that lights a fire of joy in our hearts. I feel immense pleasure to take this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. First of all, I express my gratitude to the Almighty God for making today's event a resounding success. With His blessings and graces, we were able to make this event what it was. On the very outset, I extend my sincere thanks to our dear Principal, Father Rosnak Halko S.J., who despite his busy schedule, found time to grace this occasion with his inspiring presence and encouraging words. Dear Father, a big thank you for your paternal concern, thoughtful support, and frequent involvement and suggestions. Thank you, Father. Thank you very much. I would like to thank our Vice Principal, Sister Sunita FCC, for her unstinted support, guidance, and encouragement. Thank you, dear sister, for being a good mentor and an effective guide. On behalf of everyone present here, I wish to extend my heartfelt thanks to the distinguished judges of our storytelling competition. Thank you, dear teachers, for your availability and dedication, which made it possible for us to reward our students for their creative efforts. Sincere thanks for your great cooperation and support. Dear parents, without your love and support, children cannot succeed in their life. The contributions of yours is uncountable. So, on behalf of the entire school community, I express my most sincere thanks to all the parents for your continued support. Thanks for your collaboration and the best effort you put in to make your child present the story in the most imaginative way. All of you deserve our special thanks and congratulations for making this event possible for us during this stressful and challenging time. I offer my deepest sense of gratitude to all my colleagues who have been the backbones of this event. An event like this cannot take place overnight. The wheels started rolling weeks ago. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a wonderful group of teachers. Thank you, dear teachers, for carrying out your task with utmost care and organizing this competition in the best way possible. Heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you. I owe my sincere thanks to all the choir members. The prayer song was indeed melodious and graceful. Thank you, dear teachers. Dear anchors of today, your anchoring was wonderful and mind-blowing. Congratulations for your creative way of taking all of us across the program with suspense. Big congrats and thanks to you. I am deeply grateful to our supporting staffs and technicians who have worked hard to ensure this occasion becomes a memorable success. Thanks a lot for sparing your precious time and energy. Finally, I express my deepest sense of appreciation to all our students for their magnificent and brilliant performance. Your stories were really creative and life-touching. Dear students, all of you are highly gifted. Let us thank the Lord. Big hats off to all my loving students. All the best for your bright future. May God bless you. Once again, our hearty thanks to each and every one of you. Thank you very much.